Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are we all? So please excuse the top. I've got a little what's it called, like a little bobby pin in it, just because I don't want to flash you, you don't want me to flash you, so we're just not going to do it. But I'm back, and oh my god, I literally love being back on YouTube. It has been forever. Obviously I've started being kind of like more posting, and like that didn't even make sense. Like I'm starting to post more, and to be honest, I know you don't really care where I've been or what I've been doing, but I'm gonna fill you in anyway. So I am back today, and I asked what videos people would want to see, and they said please give us more juicy videos. And I think, to be honest, that's probably because I overshare, tell you all my life issues, tell me who gives me the ick, tell me my icks, and just overshare really. But it is what it is, and I actually don't care. So if you're new here, hi. I don't always look like this, don't get used to it, because I guarantee I'll be on my next video looking run over, but we can enjoy it while it's here. So basically I asked people what kind of questions and what things like you had for me. So the first one is, where have you been and what have you been up to? I think we're going to start with that one. So basically I have been really busy with work. I have been lashing all of my girls, and it's just been a bit crazy, to be honest. I have some really exciting news coming out, and I'm literally sat on it. Some people know, some of my clients know, some people don't. I'm going to share it on here because why not? So basically I am getting a salon. Like, what? It's going to be my salon. I am going to have a salon, which is going to be really exciting. I'm going to film it all on my YouTube, like the renovations of it. It basically currently or previously was a dog groomer's, so it's just a bit gross right now and is in no way, shape or form ready for people to be lashed in. So it's going to be really exciting getting it all done and getting everything like dolled up and how I want it, which I'm really excited about. But obviously with that becomes a lot of hard work. I literally had never even been in business or anything like that prior to April, and now I literally want to be Adam Lord Sugar. Lord Adam Sugar. Is it Adam? Yeah, it's Lord Alan. It's not. Not Adam, it's Alan. Lord Alan Sugar. That's who I want to be. I'm so sorry. Oh, I've lost my head in this all. But basically I want to be him, and I love everything to do with business. So yeah, we are starting up a salon, which I'm really excited about, and I've just been really busy. I also got COVID. Literally, how long has it been? Like a year and a half that I had survived not getting COVID, and then I got COVID, and to be honest, it literally wrote me off. Like, I didn't go to the gym, I literally didn't even touch makeup. Like, I was a little boy through COVID, and felt so ugly and looked so ugly, and just COVID, you really sort yourself out. And to be honest, I've lost my taste and smell, which is really horrible for me, because I don't know why, but it's made my appetite... Can I speak English today? It's made my appetite like 10 times more. So literally, I will eat anything and I'm like, lush. Can't even taste it. I literally just want to eat everything and anything. Then I've just been living my best life, to be honest. I've been to loads of festivals, and festival life, fuck off. Festivals are disgusting. Like, whoever goes to festivals for fun. So I'm now like trying to make more time for it, doing more things, like using my time more kind of like effectively, because time management, sweetie, that ain't something that I fuck with, because I am shit at time management. So yeah, that's where I've been, but I'm really excited about this salon. It's definitely going to be like a level up, and I'm always like pushing myself. And to be honest with you girls, like I've got really stressed with it all. I think going from just being in lockdown and kind of minding my business, just doing my own thing, to then like being put into like the busy life again and it just being 100 miles per hour really stressed me out. I didn't cope with it very well. If anything, it made me less motivated and a bit like in my own little bubble. So we are back now, but it's taken a while to get to this point. So if anyone does feel that way, generally you are not on your own. Okay, this one was actually from one of my friends. Something they don't tell you about setting up business. That's a really good one. Now, I literally see so many girls that are like boss babes, like I love it. And if anyone knows me and has a chat with me, I always encourage girls to like do what you want to do and like push yourself to be the best you can be. One thing I would say is definitely the fact that you do not turn off. Like, you do not turn off. Whether it's a Sunday night, whether it's Monday at 3 o'clock in the morning, like you don't turn off. And there's always things to be doing, if that makes sense. I think when you have your own business, you are in control of how you push it and what direction it goes and how successful it's going to be. That is all on you, which I actually love. But you very much have to sacrifice so many different things, and it is a well, obviously it's a full-time job, but it's a full-time job where the clients are messaging you, changing appointments. This is obviously me within the beauty industry, but whether clients are like changing appointments, you know, things like, so when I went to the festival, I was working up until my friends were outside to pick me up. Like, that worked. And then, you know, I don't go on all the trips that they go on. I do miss out on things like that. Whether it's a birthday, you know, if I've got to work, then I've got to work, and it's only going to get more. I'm happy to make the sacrifices. So I definitely would say you can do business without making the sacrifices, but it's just dependent on how much you want to achieve or where you want to take it. Because, you know, if I just wanted to be last check and self-employed, that technically is my own business, but I wouldn't have to push myself too far. But yeah, you definitely don't turn off, because you are technically in demand of everything. And it made me really stressed, and I got really like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, I don't want to do this anymore. Fully had a mental breakdown. I was like, I don't want to do this no more. But then I was like, do you know what, I do want to do this, so sort your shit out. So I did. Okay, well, let's see what other questions we have. Do I get rid of a boy even if I like him if his replies are awful? Okay, so from my experience, in a sense that me, because I'm busy and like so like, for example, I'll give you a tip. So really recently I was seeing a guy and he was so high maintenance. This was like, we weren't seeing each other, we were chatting for a week. It was actually last week. It didn't last very long because of how high maintenance he was. But for example, I was working, and if I'm doing a lash set, I'll take like an hour and a half with that client and I won't go on my phone. And that might be, if you're in an office job, you probably won't go on your phone. If you're on calls, if you've got a meeting, it could be anything and you're not on your phone. He was literally at me all day, and to the point where he was calling me like, where are you, what are you doing, like, why are you not replying? And I was like, hun, shut the fuck up. That is literally what I said to him. I said, shut the fuck up. He was like, why? I was like, literally leave me alone. Like, I couldn't cope with it. So literally, he was so high maintenance, which then made me be like, shut up, which then made me ignore his messages longer. But if you know you're not being high maintenance and you know his replies are just being dead ass shit, then it just depends on what you want. Do you want a guy who's going to take 4 days to reply to you? Probably not. That's not ideal. But when I knew that we were secure, my replies were longer. But I feel like at the start, when you're getting to know someone, you have to get to know them, so your replies have got to be a little bit better. Sometimes I leave them 6 hours if I'm working during the day, but then I know on an evening I'll reply to them. So if he's being dead ass really long, then sis, you deserve better. That's all I'm gonna say. But maybe ask him. Don't be like, hun, why you reply so long? Because that, for me, I'll be like, no, leave me alone. just be like, oh, like what hours do you work? Like try and find out why he's ignoring you or why he's not replying, because at the end of the day we all know we go on our phones. If someone doesn't go on their phone for 4 days, it just doesn't happen. So just ask like, oh, why are you ignoring me, bitch? Advice on going back to exes. Sis, for real. All I would say is you have to do what you want to do. However, what I will say is my mindset has changed recently, in a sense that I feel like maybe before, if I wanted to message someone, it might not have been an ex, it just might have been like, I don't know, a guy I fancied. If I wanted to message him, I'd be like to all my friends, oh my god, do you think it's a good idea? Like, should I message him? Like, oh my god, what do I do? And they'd be like, no, Mia, don't message him. Like, come on, don't message them. If some guy's been a dickhead and I've been like, oh, I really want to message him, they've been like, no, Mia, don't do that. My mindset changes. Why should I listen to my friends, or why should I listen to someone who isn't me and validate their opinion more than mine? So, if I want to message someone, miss you, love you, I'm obsessed with you, then I'm gonna fucking do it. And if he replies or they reply, no, please never message me ever again, then I'll take it on the chin and that is it. Like, I've taken the reply. But I literally hate living with what ifs. Like, I'm so bad for it, and I will live with what ifs. Like, if I don't do it, I'm like, oh, I should have done that, or like, what if I did do that, we got together, or like little things like that. So I'm literally just like live in the moment and do it. But I am literally sometimes too bad. Like, I will message someone like, please can we get married, and he doesn't even know my middle name. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like, sis, what are you on about? Like, I'm really bad for it, and it's just, I have no words. I literally have no words. But everyone's different, and I think exes, like, they are sticky ones, but your ex is for a reason. But then again, like, sometimes the reason's like not valid enough. Like, I know some people who have just like grown apart, or it's been the wrong time. I do believe in right person, wrong time. Like, I actually do. I know I was seeing someone and I really didn't want a relationship at that point, and I was just very career driven, and I knew that he was like right, like there was actually nothing that I could fault him on, but I wasn't ready to let someone in. So I do believe in right person, wrong time. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but if it's the right person you'll make it work, and like sometimes people aren't ready to make it work, or I just couldn't be asked putting the effort in to make it work because I wanted to put my effort elsewhere. So definitely I do believe like second chances, and that everyone deserves a second chance. Third chance, fourth chance, you're taking the piss, take the door, but definitely second chances. When it comes to cheating, I don't know, it's a sticky one. Cheaters, I'm not a fan of cheaters. I really don't fuck with cheaters, that's all I'm gonna say. So the next one is, I'm just about to move to uni and I'm nervous about making new friends. Do you have any tips? Okay, I love this one. To all you girls that are moving to uni, I'm so jealous of you. Like, I generally wish I went to uni, started a new city, did all of that. Like, I literally, that is what I'm living for. So you girls go. I think it's quite similar to, like, you know, like starting a new school. I started a new school in year 9, so like everyone had already had their friends. It was very much like, go on, chuck you in the deep end, see if you can make pals kind of thing. What I would say is, like, go for it. Like, you're all in the same boat. Like, all these girls that you'll be chatting to and things like that, like, you will generally all be in the same boat. Put yourself out there, like, be uncomfortable, be like, hey, and carry a bottle of vodka around with you. No, don't do that. I don't know if, like, this is really bad, and I'm definitely not recommending it, but like, I have had like a shot of vodka before if I've had a date. Like, I've done that because I've been nervous. Like, if I'm really nervous, then I'm just like, okay, let's just do it. Because drunk Mia, her alter ego, I don't know where she gets it from, but that girl is like, So yeah, like, that's what I'd say. just go for it. Like literally chuck yourself in the deep end and be like, fuck it, let's go. That is kind of like the only way you can do it. I think like obviously it's difficult. Last year I know it probably was difficult making friends because of COVID and things like that, but you'll all be in like your uni halls. I don't really know what vibe it is. Like, do people mingle? Do you have like group chats? Like, I would just say like get in on them. Maybe walk around, like make sure you're wearing your best slippers and your PJs or something and just see what's popping. Just be like, hi, I'm Mia, nice to meet y'all. Do you want to go out? Like literally just find people that are like on your vibe. I think it's easier obviously if you've got someone within your apartment that like you get on with, even if it's just one person. Like you don't have to get on with every single one of them, but if it's one person and you can be like, okay, let's now be a duo and go make friends. That's what I would do. But I guess people probably would think I was weird. Like, but then again, I think you're like all in the same situation, so I don't think people would kind of be like, who the hell is that? Like, she's a weirdo, like let's dodge that girl kind of vibe. And if they did. Okay, next one is, I've fallen out with my best friend, what do I do? Oh girl, that's really peak. Like, I actually hate that, because if I fell out with my best friend, I generally like wouldn't know what to do, and she will take the miss. So we went to a festival and I got so drunk, gave myself the ick, gave her the ick, and gave anyone who heard that conversation the ick, because I said like, oh, if we ever, and we are like those friends where we don't hug, like we are so best friends but not best friends. Like I literally couldn't, the thought of hugging her makes me feel sick. Like I don't know, we're both the same, it's so weird. But I was like to her, oh, if we ever fell out, like I'd rock up at your house with flowers. Like I probably would but like ick. I don't know, like my advice to you would be like, or would be, I keep saying like, I know this just shows how long it's been since I've been sat in front of you, but I would, it depends. If you're in the wrong, like bite the bullet, push your ego to the side and just do it. If she's your best friend and like you really want to be best friends with her still, then like sort it out. One thing I'm quite good at is like communicating with someone. Although I don't always do it the right way, I will do it and I'll just go up to them and be like, right, what's the beef? And my best friend's like, just shut up, man. Like my best friend is the worst. Like if she falls out with me, she won't communicate it, and I'm sat there like TikTok, that's what I'm like, because like, tell me what's wrong. But yeah, I think make the effort if you really like, if it's your doing. If it's her doing, then I don't know, I think maybe give her some space. Space definitely sorts a lot of things out. I know when like I'm in a situation, I'm hot-headed, no one speaks to me for a very long time, like I don't want to speak to people, but then I'll come round and I'll be like, okay, like I deal with breakups like boys, and I deal with a lot of things like boys. Like if I'm falling out with someone, I'll be really pissed off at them and I'll be fine, and then like maybe a few weeks later I'll be like, right, I really miss him now, like I've made a mistake. So just try that. But it's difficult when they're like your best friend, because you're just like, oh, miss you. What teeth whitening do you use? I use White High Smile. It's really good. I literally live by it and it works really well, but I am also sat in front of a really big light, so that also does help. I'm just going to do like a small video today, a short video. My camera's also shouting at me, telling me that it's going to die. So I'm gonna go and I'll catch up with you all very soon. Like I said with the salon, it's all really exciting and I will be bringing you guys along with me. But until the next video, I will see you all. I'm now gonna go scran a massive Sunday roast. Lots of Yorkshire puddings, lots of mash and a bit of gravy.